Archangel Michael warns you, a woman close to you has been living a lie. The truth is about to come out, and her name will shock you. This woman close to you will spend the rest of her life behind bars, and the name of this evil woman is. There is a quiet moment happening around you right now, and it is not random. Something unseen is gently guiding your attention here, inviting your heart to listen with patience and clarity. This message is not rushed, and it is not here to frighten you. It is here to bring understanding, peace, and truth that has been hidden beneath layers of silence. Archangel Michael steps forward not with anger, but with calm authority and compassion. His presence feels steady, protective, and deeply aware of everything surrounding your life. He knows what you have sensed but could not explain. He knows the subtle discomfort you sometimes feel around a certain woman who stands close to you, someone whose smile feels practiced and whose words feel carefully chosen. This is not about blame or judgment. This is about truth finally breathing in the open air. For a long time, a story has been carefully maintained, polished to look sincere and harmless. Yet beneath that surface, choices were made that could not stay hidden forever. Truth has a way of rising gently but firmly, and nothing can silence it once its time arrives. Archangel Michael asks you to stay present with this message. Do not rush past these words. There is clarity unfolding here for your protection and your peace. The woman being spoken of is not distant or unfamiliar. She exists within your daily world, within conversations, memories, and shared moments. That closeness is why the truth matters so deeply. You may feel confused at first, because what is revealed will challenge the image you have carried. That shock is not meant to harm you. It is meant to free you from confusion and misplaced trust. When truth comes forward, it does not shout. It stands calmly and allows reality to speak for itself. This woman has been living behind a carefully built mask, and the weight of that deception has grown heavier with time. Consequences are not created by divine punishment, but by choices finally meeting the light. What unfolds next is part of a greater balance, one that restores what was disturbed and protects those who acted with sincerity. Archangel Michael wants you to understand something important. You are not responsible for her actions. You are not meant to carry guilt, fear, or regret. Your role is to remain steady, observant, and grounded in truth. Protection surrounds you, not because you are weak, but because you chose honesty in your heart. As this truth approaches the surface, you may notice subtle signs around you. Conversations may shift. Silence may feel louder. The atmosphere may change without explanation. These are not coincidences. They are gentle signals that something hidden is preparing to be revealed. Stay with this message a little longer. There is more clarity coming, and it will help you understand not just who this woman truly is, but why this revelation is necessary for your future peace. The truth does not come to destroy. It comes to set things in their rightful place. What comes next is not chaos, but order quietly restoring itself. Archangel Michael remains beside you, steady and unwavering, reminding you that truth never arrives to take something away from you. It arrives to return what was always meant to be yours: clarity, peace, and freedom from confusion. You may wonder why this truth waited so long. It waited because you needed strength, not shock. You needed awareness, not fear. The unfolding ahead will feel surprising, yet it will also feel strangely familiar, as if your soul already knew this moment was coming long before your mind could accept it. The woman spoken of has woven her story carefully, believing control could last forever. Yet control built on deception always collapses quietly first, then completely. What is revealed will not require your involvement or your voice. You are being asked only to witness, to remain calm, and to trust that justice unfolds without force. Archangel Michael asks you to remain still with this message. Stay present. Stay aware. There is protection around your thoughts, your emotions, and your path forward. Nothing that unfolds will touch your purpose or disturb what has been prepared for you. As the truth surfaces, you may feel relief mixed with disbelief. That feeling is natural. It is the release of tension you have carried without realizing its weight. The truth brings an ending, but it also opens a clean beginning where honesty replaces doubt. The revelation will be undeniable. When it comes, it will speak for itself through actions, facts, and outcomes, not accusations or noise. Silence will do more than arguments ever could. Truth does not need to defend itself. Remain with this moment. There is still more clarity approaching, and it will help you understand why this exposure is not a loss, but a turning point meant to protect your future and restore balance where it was quietly missing. As this moment deepens, Archangel Michael gently reminds you that truth does not rush, and it does not stumble. It moves with precision, revealing only what you are ready to understand. What is unfolding now has been aligned for a long time, placed carefully into motion without noise or spectacle. You may notice a growing sense of distance between you and this woman, even before anything is spoken aloud. That distance is not emptiness. It is protection. It is clarity creating space so you are not pulled into emotions that do not belong to you. Your calm is a sign that you are being guided correctly. The truth connected to her life is not small or accidental. It carries weight because it affected others, not just herself. What comes into the open will not be a matter of opinion or interpretation. It will be solid, undeniable, and impossible to dismiss. This is why the outcome cannot be avoided, no matter how carefully the story was hidden. Archangel Michael stands firm, asking you to keep your heart clear. Do not try to fix, rescue, or explain anything. This is not your burden. Justice moves forward without needing your effort. Your role is simply to remain steady and aware as clarity replaces illusion. There may be a moment when you feel compassion rising, and that is natural. Compassion does not mean denial. It means understanding that everyone eventually meets the truth they created. This process is not cruel. It is necessary for balance to return where it was disrupted. Stay with this message. The final understanding is drawing closer, and with it comes a calm certainty that you are safe, protected, and guided. What is revealed next will answer the question you have been holding quietly in your heart, and it will do so with unmistakable clarity. As the awareness settles, Archangel Michael invites you to breathe into stillness and remain grounded. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be chased. The truth carries its own momentum, and it unfolds without your intervention. You are being kept at a distance so your peace remains untouched. You may begin to recognize small inconsistencies you once overlooked, moments that felt strange but were dismissed out of kindness or trust. These memories are returning now, not to disturb you, but to confirm what your intuition quietly sensed. Understanding arrives gently when resistance fades. This revelation is not about exposure for spectacle. It is about accountability restoring balance. When actions ripple outward, consequences eventually return to their source. This process is calm, precise, and complete. There is no room for confusion when clarity stands in the light. Archangel Michael assures you that your path continues forward, unblocked and protected. The closing of one chapter does not delay your journey. It clears it. You will feel lighter as truth separates you from what was never meant to remain in your life. Remain present with this message. Stay open. The clarity approaching will not require explanation or defense. It will simply be known. And when it is known, you will understand why silence, patience, and trust were your greatest safeguards all along. The atmosphere around you continues to shift in a quiet and deliberate way. Archangel Michael remains calm and unwavering, reminding you that truth does not need drama to be powerful. It simply arrives, steady and undeniable, carrying clarity where confusion once lived. You may sense that conversations around you feel different now, as if words carry more weight and silence speaks more clearly. This is not imagination. It is awareness sharpening. What was once hidden behind charm and familiarity can no longer hold its shape. Illusions dissolve when light remains constant. This moment is not asking you to react. It is asking you to remain composed and attentive. Archangel Michael emphasizes that restraint is strength. By staying grounded, you protect your peace and allow events to unfold exactly as they must, without interference or emotional burden. There is reassurance surrounding you. Whatever is revealed will not entangle you or pull you backward. You are not being drawn into chaos. You are being guided away from it. The truth separates paths cleanly, ensuring that what continues with you is aligned with honesty and stability. As understanding deepens, you may feel a quiet certainty settle in your heart. This certainty does not accuse or condemn. It simply knows. And in that knowing, fear has no place. What comes to light does so because it must, not because anyone wished harm. Stay present with this unfolding. Remain still and aware. The clarity approaching will feel final and calm, leaving no questions behind. When it arrives fully, you will recognize it not by shock, but by the peace that follows. The stillness you feel now is intentional. Archangel Michael asks you to notice how calm replaces uncertainty when truth draws near. There is no urgency, no pressure, only a steady unfolding that cannot be reversed or delayed. What is meant to be revealed no longer hides in shadow. You may feel a sense of separation completing itself, as if an invisible boundary has been gently placed around your life. This boundary is not cold or distant. It is protective, ensuring that what unfolds next remains outside your emotional space. You are not meant to be affected by outcomes that belong to another path. The woman at the center of this truth has carried her own story for a long time, believing it could remain intact. Yet truth does not argue or negotiate. It waits until the moment is right, then stands on its own. When that moment arrives, everything becomes clear without explanation. Archangel Michael reminds you that understanding does not always arrive with noise. Often it arrives with quiet certainty, a deep inner knowing that leaves no doubt behind. When clarity settles, questions fall away naturally. Remain steady. Remain aware. The unfolding ahead is guided, balanced, and complete. You are protected within it, untouched by confusion or consequence. When the truth fully reveals itself, you will recognize not the shock of discovery, but the peace of finally knowing. As this message continues, Archangel Michael gently draws your attention to the quiet strength growing within you. This strength is not loud or forceful. It is calm awareness, the kind that allows truth to pass through without shaking your foundation. You are being prepared to observe, not to react. You may notice that your emotions feel clearer now, less tangled than before. This is not accidental. Confusion dissolves when honesty approaches. What once felt uncertain begins to make sense, not through words, but through recognition. Your intuition aligns with what is unfolding. Archangel Michael reminds you that truth reveals character more than it reveals events. When the reality about this woman comes into view, it will speak through patterns, choices, and consequences that cannot be denied. There will be no need for confrontation, no need for explanation. Reality will stand on its own. This moment is about release. Release from doubt. Release from misplaced trust. Release from carrying questions that were never yours to answer. You are being guided forward with clarity so your path remains unobstructed and calm. Stay present with this unfolding. Remain centered. What is nearing completion will bring a sense of closure that feels quiet and complete. When the truth finally stands fully revealed, it will not disturb your peace. It will confirm why patience, awareness, and trust have protected you all along. The calm you are experiencing now is not the end of the message, but a signal that understanding is settling into place. Archangel Michael remains present, steady and protective, guiding your awareness without urgency. Nothing needs to be proven. Nothing needs to be chased. Truth moves forward on its own path. You may begin to sense that events are aligning beyond your control, yet perfectly ordered. This is not coincidence. It is resolution. What was concealed can no longer maintain its structure, and what was built on illusion slowly gives way to reality. This process unfolds quietly, without needing your voice or your involvement. Archangel Michael reminds you that clarity often arrives after patience. The waiting was not wasted time. It strengthened your discernment and kept you from being pulled into confusion. Now, as understanding deepens, you can see why distance was necessary and why silence protected you. There is a subtle reassurance surrounding you. Whatever is revealed will not stain your name, your intentions, or your future. You remain untouched by outcomes that belong to another story. Your path continues forward with integrity and calm purpose. Remain attentive. Remain still. The unfolding is nearly complete, and when it settles fully, you will feel a quiet confirmation within yourself. Not shock. Not fear. Only the peace that comes when truth stands clearly in the open and no longer needs to hide. A deeper sense of certainty now begins to replace all remaining doubt. Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of truth, reminding you that nothing genuine is ever lost when illusions fall away. What remains after truth is revealed is always lighter, cleaner, and more aligned with peace. You may realize that this unfolding is not sudden at all. It has been approaching slowly, giving everyone exactly what they needed to arrive at this moment. The truth connected to this woman has reached a point where it must be acknowledged, not through accusation, but through undeniable reality. Facts speak without emotion, and outcomes follow naturally. Archangel Michael asks you to stay composed and centered. There is no need to confront, question, or defend yourself. What becomes known will stand firmly on its own. You are protected from entanglement because your intentions were never hidden, and your heart remains sincere. As clarity settles, you may feel a quiet closing within yourself, like a door gently shutting on confusion. This closing is not loss. It is completion. It marks the end of uncertainty and the beginning of a calmer chapter where trust is clearer and boundaries are respected. Remain present for what follows. The final understanding is approaching, and it will arrive with calm certainty rather than shock. When everything stands revealed, you will recognize that this moment was never meant to disturb you, but to free you and restore balance where it quietly slipped away. A gentle final layer of understanding now settles into place. Archangel Michael remains calm, steady, and protective, guiding you to observe without attachment. This moment is not about emotion rising, but about truth standing clearly where it can no longer be mistaken or ignored. You may notice that your inner resistance has faded. What once felt confusing now feels resolved, even before every detail becomes known. This is the sign of alignment. When truth approaches, the heart recognizes it first, long before the mind finishes its questions. The reality connected to this woman reaches its conclusion not through conflict, but through consequence unfolding naturally. Nothing is forced. Nothing is rushed. What happens next belongs to the path she chose, not to yours. Your life continues untouched, steady, and protected. Archangel Michael reminds you that silence can be powerful when truth is complete. There will be no need for explanations, defenses, or reactions. Understanding will settle where it needs to, and clarity will speak without words. Stay present a little longer. What follows this moment is a sense of release, as if a weight you did not realize you carried quietly lifts away. When the full truth stands revealed, it will not leave fear behind. It will leave certainty, calm, and the assurance that you were guided safely through what was never meant to remain hidden. The final clarity now moves gently into place, like a calm breath after a long period of waiting. Archangel Michael remains present, not to command fear, but to affirm protection and understanding. What you are witnessing is completion, the moment when truth no longer needs time to prepare itself. You may sense a quiet detachment forming, a feeling that whatever unfolds next no longer has power over your emotions. This detachment is not coldness. It is wisdom. It is the understanding that some truths arrive only to separate what was never aligned from what must continue forward with you. The woman whose story has been hidden reaches the end of her illusion through her own path. Exposure does not arrive through noise or confrontation, but through reality standing firm. What is revealed will be clear, final, and unquestionable, leaving no space for confusion or doubt. Archangel Michael assures you that your role is complete. You were never meant to intervene, react, or carry the weight of another life's choices. Your protection lies in awareness, patience, and calm observation. Because of this, nothing that unfolds will disturb your peace or alter your direction. As this message settles, notice the stillness within you. That stillness is confirmation. It is the sign that truth has done its work. What remains is clarity, balance, and the quiet knowledge that you were guided safely through something that was never meant to remain hidden. Stay present with this calm. The chapter closes gently, and what lies ahead for you is clear, steady, and free from illusion. The sense of completion continues to settle, not as an ending filled with noise, but as a calm conclusion that feels right in your spirit. Archangel Michael remains close, reminding you that when truth finishes revealing itself, it leaves behind stillness, not turmoil. This stillness is your confirmation. You may now feel a clearer boundary within yourself, a knowing of what no longer belongs in your life. This awareness is not harsh. It is gentle and firm, allowing you to move forward without carrying echoes of the past. What separates now does so cleanly, without resistance. The truth connected to this woman reaches its own resolution through circumstances beyond your control. Nothing requires your approval or response. Reality completes its work without asking permission. This is how balance restores itself when honesty stands fully revealed. Archangel Michael assures you that your path remains untouched, guided by integrity and clarity. What unfolds elsewhere does not follow you forward. Your future remains aligned with peace, discernment, and quiet confidence. Remain present in this calm awareness. Let the understanding settle naturally. When the truth stands fully exposed, it will not demand attention or reaction. It will simply exist, complete and undeniable, while you continue onward, lighter, protected, and free from what was never meant to remain hidden in your life. A final sense of alignment now settles gently around you, like everything falling into its rightful place without effort. Archangel Michael remains present in quiet assurance, reminding you that when truth completes its work, nothing more needs to be added or taken away. Understanding becomes natural, not forced. You may feel a calm acceptance replace every lingering question. This acceptance is not resignation. It is clarity. It is the moment when you no longer need explanations because your inner knowing feels complete. What was hidden has reached the end of its concealment, and nothing further can alter that outcome. The path ahead for you is clear and undisturbed. Whatever unfolds beyond this point belongs to another journey, not yours. You are not meant to carry stories that were never aligned with your integrity. Separation now feels effortless, guided by awareness rather than emotion. Archangel Michael affirms that peace is your confirmation. When truth stands fully revealed, it does not pull you backward. It releases you forward. The weight you did not realize you were carrying quietly dissolves, leaving space for clarity and calm confidence. Remain in this stillness. Let it settle fully. The message has done its work, and understanding now stands on its own. What continues with you is light, grounded, and protected, free from illusion and guided by truth that no longer needs to hide. A quiet assurance now surrounds this moment, as if everything that needed to be understood has found its place. Archangel Michael remains present in calm authority, not to add more weight, but to confirm that clarity has already been given. When truth finishes revealing itself, it leaves no confusion behind. You may feel a gentle sense of release, like something loosening that you did not realize was held so tightly. This release is natural. It is the result of awareness settling fully into your heart. Nothing more needs to be questioned, and nothing needs to be pursued. What unfolds from here follows a path already set into motion. It does not require your attention or your energy. The separation between what is yours and what is not has been clearly drawn, allowing you to move forward without hesitation or doubt. Archangel Michael reminds you that peace is not something you chase. It appears when truth stands firm. That peace is now present within you, steady and unmistakable, guiding you away from illusion and toward a future built on clarity. Remain still within this understanding. Let it anchor you. The message has reached its purpose, and what remains with you is certainty, protection, and the quiet confidence that comes when truth no longer needs time to reveal itself. There is nothing left to chase now, only something to witness with calm awareness. Archangel Michael allows the silence to speak because silence carries truth when everything unnecessary has fallen away. What you understand now does not come from words, but from certainty settling gently within you. You may notice that your focus naturally shifts forward. This is not avoidance. It is clarity guiding you toward what truly belongs in your life. What is revealed no longer asks for your attention, because its lesson has already been delivered. Truth has done what it came to do. The reality connected to this woman completes itself through outcomes that require no commentary. When truth stands fully visible, it does not argue or defend. It simply exists, firm and unmovable. What follows is not chaos, but order restoring itself quietly. Archangel Michael reassures you that protection does not always feel dramatic. Often it feels like peace arriving exactly when confusion leaves. That peace is now yours, steady and grounded, unaffected by what unfolds beyond your path. Remain present in this calm awareness. Let it anchor you. What continues ahead for you is clear, guided, and untouched by illusion. The message remains with you not as a warning, but as confirmation that truth has completed its work and balance has returned to where it belongs. Everything now stands on the edge of completion, not with tension, but with calm certainty. Archangel Michael remains present, allowing you to sense how firmly the truth has rooted itself. Nothing more needs to be uncovered for you to understand. Awareness has already done its work. You may feel a quiet strength settling in your chest, the kind that comes when confusion finally dissolves. This strength does not demand answers or reactions. It simply knows. What once felt uncertain has aligned into a clear inner recognition that cannot be shaken. What unfolds next belongs entirely outside your responsibility. The truth connected to this woman moves forward on its own course, guided by consequence and reality, not by your involvement. You are not meant to carry any weight from what follows. Your separation from it is complete. Archangel Michael affirms that this moment is a turning point, not because of what is revealed, but because of what is released. You are no longer bound to questions, doubts, or silent discomfort. What remains with you is clarity and peace. Stay present just a little longer. The final understanding is already forming, and it will settle gently, leaving you grounded, protected, and certain that truth has fully taken its place. The understanding now completes itself with quiet certainty. Archangel Michael stands in calm protection, affirming that nothing more is required from you. Truth has revealed exactly what it needed to reveal, and it does so without disturbance, without fear, and without demand. You can feel how settled everything has become. This calm is not emptiness. It is resolution. It is the moment when awareness feels whole and questions no longer seek answers. What was hidden has finished its journey into the light, and what follows belongs to a path that is no longer connected to yours. Your future remains clear, steady, and protected. Whatever unfolds beyond this point cannot reach you, influence you, or pull you backward. You move forward lighter, grounded in clarity, guided by peace rather than uncertainty. Archangel Michael leaves you with this final assurance. When truth stands fully revealed, it does not shout. It rests. And in that rest, you are free, protected, and aligned with a path built on honesty, calm strength, and unwavering clarity.